If you've ever looked into investing and typed, "How do I buy the S&P 500?" you've probably seen two things come up: index funds and ETFs. And if you've spent more than 5 minutes trying to figure out the difference, you've probably noticed that most explanations leave you more confused than when you started. Here's the truth. Index funds and ETFs are more similar than they are different. Most of the time, for most investors, either one works great. But there are meaningful differences, and knowing them will help you make smarter decisions about exactly what you're buying. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what each one is, how they differ, and which one makes more sense for your situation. Let's clear this up once and for all. Before we dive in, two quick things. First, everything in this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor before making any major money decisions. Second, this channel uses AI-generated voices and an AI avatar presenter for content creation. We believe in being upfront about that. All right, now let's get into it. Welcome to Compound Yield and Grow, where we break down investing and personal finance into clear, honest videos every week. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing. We publish a new video every week, and every one is built to give you a clearer picture of your financial future. Now let's get into it. An index is just a list of stocks representing a particular market or segment. The S&P 500 is an index. It's a list of the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the United States. The NASDAQ composite is an index heavily weighted toward tech. An index fund simply tracks one of those lists. Instead of a fund manager actively picking stocks, an index fund just buys everything on the list in proportion to its size. When you buy a single share of an S&P 500 index fund, you instantly get a tiny slice of ownership in all 500 companies: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and 496 more in one purchase. Because index funds don't require a team of analysts picking winners, they're cheap to run. Expense ratios are typically 0.03% to 0.20% per year. Compare that to actively managed funds, which often charge 0.5% to 1.5% and still underperform the index on average. Index funds are typically bought and sold once a day, at the end of the trading day, at that day's closing price. You put in your order, it executes at market close. ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. The key word is exchange traded, meaning ETFs trade on a stock exchange throughout the day, just like individual stocks. Here's where the confusion starts. Many ETFs are also index funds. The most famous ETF in the world, SPY, which tracks the S&P 500, is both an ETF and an index fund. The terms aren't mutually exclusive. Think of it this way. Index fund describes the investment strategy, tracking an index passively. ETF describes the structure. What makes an ETF different from a traditional index fund? 3 things. First, trading flexibility. ETFs trade all day with real-time prices. Second, minimum investment. Most ETFs can be purchased 1 share at a time, or even fractional shares for as little as $1. Traditional index funds sometimes require minimums of $1,000 to $3,000. Third, tax efficiency. ETFs tend to generate fewer capital gains distributions, which can mean a smaller tax bill and a taxable account. Let's put them side by side. Trading. ETFs trade in real time. Index mutual funds trade once daily at market close. Minimum investment. ETFs, as little as $1 with fractional shares. Index mutual funds, often $1,000 to $3,000 minimum. Expense ratios, both can be extremely low. ETFs and index mutual funds from Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab are often virtually identical in cost. Tax efficiency. ETFs have a slight edge in taxable accounts. Automatic investing. Index mutual funds make it easier to set up automatic contributions of a fixed dollar amount. ETFs require buying whole or fractional shares. Here's the bottom line for most investors. Inside a tax-advantaged account like a Roth IRA or 401k, the difference between a traditional index fund and an ETF is essentially cosmetic. Here are the most popular options and when to use each. For broad U.S. market exposure, VTI, the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Expense ratio, 0.03%. FZROX, the Fidelity Zero Total Market Index Fund. Zero expense ratio. You pay literally nothing in fees. Available only at Fidelity. SPY and IVV both track the S&P 500. IVV has a slightly lower expense ratio. FXAIX is Fidelity's popular S&P 500 index mutual fund for 401k plans. For international exposure, VXUS. For a one-fund solution, VT, the entire global stock market in one fund, over 9,000 companies across 50-plus countries. The most important decision isn't index fund versus ETF. It's just starting. Let's address the alternative many people start with and shouldn't: actively managed mutual funds. These are run by professional managers who try to predict the market. Study after study consistently shows that over a 10 to 20-year period, roughly 80 to 90% of actively managed funds underperform their benchmark index, and they charge 5 to 50 times more in fees for the privilege. The reason is simple. Markets are remarkably efficient. Beating them consistently is extraordinarily difficult. This is why some of the most celebrated investors in the world, including Warren Buffett, openly recommend index funds for most people. Quick reminder before we go. Everything in this video was educational only, not financial advice. And this video was produced using AI-generated voices and visuals. Now, if this video gave you a clearer picture of how to build wealth, hit the like button. It takes 1 second and it genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information. Subscribe to Compound Yield and Grow if you want a new investing or personal finance video every single week. And drop a comment below. Which do you currently hold? Index funds, ETFs, or both? I read every comment and I genuinely love to hear from you.